Hello and welcome to the RetroTech 120p challenge. Today we're playing something spooky. Monster Bash. It was a bash. Look at these denizens of evil following me here. You've got Dracula, you've got Frankenstein, and you've got that well-known creature, Chameleon Man. The reason he's been chosen, because he's not like a proper universal monster, is he? Is because of gameplay reasons, which we'll get to when we get to them. So hold your horses, missus. So what do we do in this? Well, basically it is the RetroTech 120p challenge where you can have as many practice goes as you want, but as soon as you press record, it's your 2 credits and see how far you get. I think you can continue in this, but I made a boo-boo and I didn't continue. I think I just restarted, but it is what it is. But if you're wondering what's happening on screen currently, you go around, you light the candles, and that lights up that sword. And the sword, once you get the sword, it makes your power bolts, you see them firing there, the little lightning bolts, makes them powerful enough to kill the big monster. You kill the big monster, and you go on to the next level. You can go through those doors as well, they're little portals, but you can only get the sword. The sword only lights up when it's either daytime or the candles are illuminating the house or room or dungeon or graveyard. I don't think this came out on anything, although it was a precursor to Ghost House on the Master System, which is sort of the same sort of game as this, but slightly more expansive, and it's a better game, really. But obviously I'm choosing games because this was my choice this week, and I'm choosing games based on their spookiness because this is being recorded in Halloween month. Look, it melts. Disgusting. But yeah, good use of monsters here. Look at those hilarious looking werewolves, mainly teeth. They're not the main villain. Frankie there is, Frankenstein's monster. He's coming after me, having a little potter about. But in this level, you've got the holes on each side which help you get to the candle, because there's only one candle, but there's a lot of daylight. Although, actually, it hasn't lit up, so... Oh, no, it has. Oh, this game's confusing, isn't it? Crikey. But yeah, I will be continuing to select different Halloween-themed games throughout the rest of the month. Whether they come up or not is down to the luck of the wheel, because if you do join in the challenge, basically, win, lose, draw, or that's the only 3 options. I don't know why I said or. Basically, you will then get your name on the wheel, which will spin, and a game that you've picked when you've uploaded the video, and maybe we'll be playing that next time out. As I say, I'm only going to be picking sort of Halloween or spooky themed arcade games for the rest of the month that haven't already been chosen before. So we've had like Darkstalkers before and things like that, and what's that one with it's the beat 'em up one, Night Slashers, I think. That's come up before. So yeah, obviously as you go on you run out of spooky games. I'm looking forward to the Christmas, because I've only used we've already used I think all the Christmassy games up. So I think I'm gonna pick Pingu for the rest of the month. Pengu rather, for the whole of that month, December. But yeah, chameleons. There's a chameleon on screen at the moment. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about genital facts, and we're going to talk about chameleons, because why not? Actually, before I better explain what the chameleon is doing there. He is basically, you have to get his colour right because he goes all dark, and you've got to get him so he's green. Then you can kill him. I think that's how it works anyway. So you have to do lots of stuff with him. You have to make him the right colour, and you have to light up the candle, and then you have to press the right button to make him green, and then you have to shoot him with the sword power. So yeah, obviously he's the most difficult opponent, and probably, although you're going to see this, it probably loops after that. Yes, chameleon genital facts of the week. We get to do an animal for a change, which is great because we haven't done animals in ages, and they are what the basis of basically what the genital facts were all about originally. How weird animals are in the sack, although obviously they don't use the sack. So chameleons. Chameleons, or female chameleons, turn bright orange to indicate that they're ready to mate. So they're sort of put on like high-vis jackets almost. Which, yes. So if you ever see a man in a high-vis jacket, he's probably going to want to have sex with you. So if you wish to proposition him, just bounce on his back. I'm sure it'll be fine. If, however, the chameleon, not the man in the high-vis jacket, if she's not down, she will threaten, she will hiss, she will swing back and forth, and she will turn dark, nearly black. Crikey. Mating occurs with chameleons by one, probably the man one, I'm guessing. Mating by getting on the other one's back and tucking his hemipenis into a cloaca. Dirty talk here on the channel. If you're wondering what cloaca is, it's basically a general all-purpose genital that lizards and birds have, and a hemipenis is a multi-headed penis, just like all us humans have always wanted. Probably not, no. Sex takes anywhere between 2 to 45 minutes, which, yeah, I don't know if the female one complains about that. You know, if she gets a 2-minute wonder. But yeah, male chameleons that last 2 minutes, up your game, sons. And males tend to look a little bit fancier than females, and the fancier they look, they tend to be more sexually aggressive. That's a little bit like Russell Brand, only without pretending you're Christian now that you've been found out, don't you think? Yeah. Good. Yes. So right-wing grifters aside, I've really enjoyed this challenge. It's a classic style arcade game with like really inventive rules, and a proper good challenge as well. I can see like someone who gets used to the game and understands how to beat the chameleon better than I did when I played it, getting quite far in it. But yeah, it's really clever, making the most of the limited technology of the time. I don't know, perhaps I don't think it's like a Donkey Kong Killer or anything like that, or a Pac-Man betterer, but not one that I think is very fondly remembered, and perhaps Sega should have pushed this one a little bit more, because America, as well as Japan, sure loves their horror monsters, so it could have been a bit of a market there. Apparently not, though. What have we got coming up on that there? The channel. Oh, well, yes, that's a good question. I probably should have researched this. I'm finally going to put the Austin Powers video up that I've been threatening now for a good 2 months. And I'm really looking forward to letting you see that. Then, I think, are we going to be on Halloween week then? It was basically Hagar the Horrible on the Amiga. Failing that, if I've got the weeks all muddled up, we've got a Christmas special. No, we sure do not yet. We've got a Halloween special, which is going to be Dog's Life on PlayStation 2. How is that going to work? Well, you'll have to watch and see, won't you? Yeah, please do join in the challenge. Have a look at the other videos, because there'll be some badass monster dealers with happening left, right and centre, I'm sure, and we could always do with new challenges. So yeah, have a look at the videos if you like the idea. As I say every week now, it's a really good way of like starting up a channel, because you can do, like, if you're just like a casual YouTube watcher, you get like a good sort of people to interact with, and I'm sure everyone on the challenge would subscribe to your channel immediately. But it's also a really good way of learning how to do videos, because like it's pretty basic stuff. This, you could just upload it, and you could either record your voice in it or not. You could put a title card on it or not. But that's the end of the challenge, and thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next week, probably for more spooky fun and thrills, if we get another horror game. Until then, like, subscribe, and K, thanks, bye.